Hi everybody, I'm Sean Murphy and welcome back to my channel. And this video is all about teaching you how to split the packs off the blue. Let's get straight into it, hey, because I know so many of you have contacted me through the channel asking me to show you how to play this shot. How to split the reds from the blue. Now, there's going to be more videos to come on how to do it from the black, whether you should play top spin, bottom spin, all of that stuff. And we're going to look at how to split them from the ball colours. But this video is all about this ball here. But that's not quite true because there are some other important balls as well. This one and this one. The rest of them, and I perhaps shouldn't be telling you this because it's a little bit of a trade secret. The truth of the matter is whenever you play this shot, particularly in a situation like this, where there are no reds waiting, there are no insurance reds, there's always that little bit of luck involved. And you know what? It's probably more than just a little bit. It's probably at least 50%, if not more, of the result of this shot is all about luck. There is no getting away from that. Because you're not in control of where these reds are going to go. There's how many reds are here? 2, 5, there's 11 reds there. I don't know where they're going to go, neither do you. You can be as good as you want, but we'll have to pot in that blue in the middle pocket, hopefully smashing that cue ball into the pink, full in the face, and those reds are going to go everywhere. You don't know where they're going to go. Now, there are certain things you can do to mitigate and to take as much control of this shot as you possibly can. In fact, there are 3, in my opinion. 1 is potting the blue. See so many players give away the pot, thinking about this part of the shot, which is part 2, hitting this pink as full in the face as you possibly can. The third thing you can do is have a look at the reds before you play the shot. Are there any plants? We've seen it, haven't we, so many times where players have played this shot and unluckily knocked a red into the corner pocket. Now, it might be unlucky. It also might not be. It might have been careless that you didn't see that there was a plant in the pack waiting for you. So, potting the blue is obviously where it's at with this shot. There's no point getting parts 2 and 3 right if you then miss the blue. So, whatever you're playing, whether you're playing this shot a direct cannon into the pink, whether you're playing it with screw to get the cue ball on and off the cushion, whether you're playing the top spin off 2 cushions into the back of the reds, whichever version of this shot you want to play, whether you're playing it hard, slow, whatever, don't give the pot away. Don't give that pocket away. Make sure, like you would on every other shot, that you run the basics, that you pick your point in the pocket, that you select where and how you need to hit the blue to put it in the pocket. And let how and where you strike the cue ball look after itself. That second part of the shot will take care of itself if you strike the cue ball how and where you mean to. But there's no point doing that if you miss the blue. So pot the blue. That's rule number 1. Forget about the cue ball for a minute. Just pot the blue. But let's say that this is the situation. You've potted 2 or 3 reds and you've run out of reds. We'll come back to maybe you should have split the pack before now. Maybe there was another red somewhere else and you've already missed the opportunity to use that phrase I call the insurance red. We'll come back to that. But let's say that for now this is the position. I'm having a little look to see if there's any plants on. There may well be because I've not on purpose set it up so that a red's not going to go in the pocket. I don't think a red's going to go in. I was worried about this red off that red in there. I was worried about that to start with, but I don't know. That's the truth. And there is always a little bit of a risk. That's just part of this shot. And it's true of any shot where you start moving multiple balls. Think of those safety shots when it's the thick safety and you start moving 9 or 10 reds at once. Don't know where they're going to go. But hey, let's play the shot out and see what happens. And then we'll talk through the results. What I am trying to do is pot the blue with pace, stun. Is it a stun? Is it a screw shot? That's for you to work out. That's for you to try and fiddle with, experiment. You can play both. For me, it's that fast that I play it with more screw than stun because I'm wanting more spin than less. I want this cue ball, when it hits the pink, to either come sideways or to stop where it is. I don't want it going forward. So I'm putting more backspin on than I probably need. I'm trying to hit the pink absolutely full ball, full in the face here. I'll just put that blue there in front of the pink. That's my target. I'm not trying to hit the pink to the side or there, but you can see there's not much margin of error for what turns a good shot into a bad shot. You know, we're talking less than half a ball difference between what's classed as success and what's not. Let's play the shot and see what happens, and we can talk through the results afterwards. Pot the blue with screw, full in the face on the pink, hopefully. Don't pot a red. And how's it worked out? Obviously, it's gone badly. That's about as bad as it could have gone. And it's pretty much break over. I've got the opportunity of a plant there, but that's about it. That, I'm afraid, is just how the cookie crumbles at this game. Remember I said at the very start of the video, the tradesman's secret, you need that little bit of luck. Let's play the shot again and see what happens this time. Collect these reds in. But don't you always need a little bit of luck? You can play the shot as nicely as you want to, get all the balls in the right place. I think I hit the pink fairly centrally, and it didn't work out. Re-rack the reds, you know, hopefully something like they were, and let's have another go. Going to play the shot exactly the same. I'm not going to do anything differently. I'm going to concentrate on potting the blue, and it is more of a screw shot than a stun shot into the pink. Remember, it's more of a screw because it's that fast. You need the spin on the cue ball working against the speed of the shot. If I stun the cue ball, by the time the cue ball gets to there, all the spin's gone and the cue ball goes forward. Don't want that. I want it to come out. See on the previous shot, the cue ball hits the pink and comes backwards to me. That's what I want. I want to try and keep it in the middle of the table. I don't want it dropping down here. I'm trying to keep it central because that's where all the reds are going to finish. Except that previous go. Thought I was a bit unlucky there, to be honest. Let's have another go. Middle of the pocket, middle of the pink, and screw into it at pace. How's it this time? Much better. Didn't do anything different. Reds were set up in a very similar place. I potted the blue at the same speed. I had the same spin on the cue ball. What was different that time? Lady luck was on my side. And it pains me to admit that in this shot, played at that pace, there is a little bit of luck involved, but you can clearly see, didn't do anything different. So let's have a look at the situation that might occur where you've got what we call an insurance red. These are my favourite situations because it's a situation that can't really go wrong. Let's say you're on the break, we'll just throw the reds up anywhere. And it is about creating that random situation. It's very frame-like, it's very realistic. But you might be in a situation where you've potted 2 or 3 reds. There's a good situation where that red's here and you're here on the blue, and you might think to yourself, well, I'll just pot the blue now and I'll take the 5 points. I'll screw off the 2 cushions for the red to the middle, get the 8 points with the black, and then I'll think about splitting the reds. An absolute no-no in this situation. If you're looking to take your game to the next level, if you're wanting to take your breaks from 20, 30s to 40s and 50s, 60s and 70s, and thinking about winning frames in one visit, it's these types of decisions that are going to help take you there. Too many players I see, very good amateur players, some, you know, rookie pros, and some pros who frankly should know better, play far too many of these types of shots where they take the points and they gather up all the loose reds and then they think about attacking the cluster. This is a great situation where if you think about the 2 previous attempts at this shot where I've played into the pink, screwed out on and off this cushion, imagine that shot with that red there. It's guaranteed to be on it. That's the whole point. It's an insurance red. I can play the split. Doesn't matter what happens here. As long as the blue goes in and one of these balls doesn't go in, I'm more than likely going to be on that red to that middle pocket. That's the idea anyway. Of course, it doesn't always work out that way. Let's see what happens. Keep in mind when you're watching this video, as the cue ball makes the cannon to the pink and those reds disperse. Let's hope that one of them doesn't go in. Keep in mind that my intention is for this red to be next. So let's see how that works out. Nice pot on the blue, good cannon to the pink, hopefully screw out of there and be on the red to the middle. Am I on the red to the middle? I'm not. Did I get the cannon wrong to the pink? I don't know. It's tough to tell. I couldn't tell from my position. It felt like I got the pink fairly full in the face. Sometimes when you clip the pink half ball or quarter ball, the cue ball runs away. Didn't feel like I played it that badly. It would be end of break. For me, I'm going to say that was just a little bit of bad luck. But I think I played the right shot. It felt like I played it in the right way. But, you know, it didn't work out. Let's put it on again and see what happens this time. Because, as we've said a few times, it can all be about Lady Luck. She does play a role, especially when you're moving this many balls around the table at once. Again, it's not an exact science, so I'm not too worried where these reds are. It's, you know, it's something like. But it's the type of situation where you would be playing this shot. If we were in this, if this was the score for real, if this was a frame, this is the shot I would now be playing. Just looking at these reds, I automatically went to see whether those reds were a plant. I don't think they are. So I'm going to try and pot the blue again into the pink, and I'm hopefully going to retain position on the red in the middle of the table. But I didn't get the pink full in the face. And now, hopefully, you're starting to see that whilst there is quite a large chunk of good fortune about these shots, there are elements to the shot that you're in control of. Potting the blue, checking the packs to make sure there's no plants. Sometimes you see a plant go in and you think, oh, that was unlucky. Was it? Or did you just not look? And the other element of the shot, which you are in direct control of, is the cannon from blue to pink. Now, there are quite a few different practice routines that you can do for that. You can, if you want, just keep setting the pink up. That's a red. You can, if you want, just keep setting the pink up and keep playing that cannon over and over again. Pot the blue and try and cannon that pink full in the face. Not quite, but it wasn't too bad. That's a foul. Don't want that to happen in a match. Let's have another go. Pink's in the corner. So what I know is, because the pink went in the pocket, the cue ball must have hit it there. So I know I need a little bit more backspin to bring the cue ball further towards me this time. Try and keep hitting that pink as full in the face as you can. That's about perfect. And if there had been reds behind the pink there, they would have gone everywhere. Let's have a little look at one more type of ways to split the reds using the blue. It's a way you don't see that often, but it is a shot that you know is definitely in the game. It's when you're not quite perfectly on the blue, you're a little bit straighter on it than you would want to be, and you have to play it with topspin instead. This is another one where you see the insurance red come into fruition quite a lot. A player, you know, has potted quite a few reds. Maybe that's the situation. And you think, well, I don't really want to play for that loose red. I'm on 20 odd points already. If this were the situation now, I'm not quite perfectly on this blue to play the split blue into the pink directly. I don't quite have enough angle. But what I do have angle for is to pot the blue with topspin and left-hand side, running side in this case. That's going to make the cue ball pick up pace off this cushion, widen the angle into this cushion here, and then splash into the reds. Hopefully bringing the insurance red into play. Let's see what happens. Pot the blue, cannon the reds, and hopefully be on that insurance red. Now, I'm not on the insurance red, but I am on this red into the middle pocket that wasn't there before I played the shot. A few different ways of playing the split into the packs off the blue there for you. The vital part of that shot, other than potting the blue, of course, you'll notice not one of those shots did we miss the blue. That's vital, because if you pot the ball, you always get to play the next shot. That sounds so simple, doesn't it? That was one of Ray Reardon's golden rules. Even if you don't get on the next red, you've got the next chance to play the good safety shot. This part of the shot, the cannon from blue to the pink, that's the vital bit, and that's the bit that you are directly in control of. You can practice that shot, set those balls up and practice that cannon. Get used to how it feels to make that cue ball spin the correct amount to hit the pink full in the face, to see the reds spread far and wide. And thirdly, make sure, just have a little check just to see whether there are any plants lurking in the cluster that are going to stop you in your tracks. The last thing you want is to pot the blue, splash the reds, and see the red on its last turn drop into the pocket. That's a real heartbreaker. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. So many of you asked for this one. There'll be more coming. Jump into those comments. Let me know if it helped you or not. Hope you subscribe to the channel, like the channel, and I'll see you next time.